Please welcome Jimmer Podrasky. Hi, Jimmer. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you. When you went to Carnegie Mellon, real quick, what were you going to do? Were you into music at that point?
No.
Or no? What were you going to be?
I naively thought that I would become a poet.
Oh, well.
And then I quickly realized that poets don't make any money. If it hadn't been for college radio and for music critics and for the Ringwald sisters, I don't think the world would ever know who the Rave-Ups were.
Okay, explain the Ringwald sisters. Now, we probably know Molly Ringwald because she was part of the Brat Pack, was in Pretty in Pink and 16 Candles.
And she was, even as a teenage girl, she was a major champion of the band.
You got in the movie, but you got kind of screwed on the soundtrack with the movie. What happened?
When the Rave-Ups were first getting some critical acclaim and we were getting major label attention, we were still working together as the mail boys at A&M Records.
Wow. Seriously? You guys were in the mailroom at A&M?
The four of us worked in the mailroom, and we had to ask for 2 days off from the powers that be at A&M so that we could be in this movie called Pretty in Pink.
Seriously?
The band appeared in the film. We sang, or we played 2 songs that I had written. Label released the soundtrack to Pretty in Pink was A&M Records. And
wait, that's where you worked?
yes.
Wait. That was your job.
Yes.
You were down in the mailroom.
Yes.
You worked at A&M Records. They had the rights to release the soundtrack to Pretty in Pink. You had 2 songs that you played in the movie, and you were not on the tracks.
Right. Because I'm not going to say the names because I'm too much of a gentleman. But
We'll just go out and kill them after the show.
one of them's already dead. So.
Okay. All right, good. Hey, see, things work out.
They didn't see us as a real band.
You decided to get back into music.
I didn't decide. I was sort of prodded by some very dear friends who said,
Who? Tell me.
well, one was a woman named Allison Freebairn Smith, who happens to be Andy Epstein's former sister-in-law.
Yeah. All right. That's Big Andy E's former sister-in-law, so
Right.
there's a connection here. How about
I
that?
guess so. And
We use every connection we can, by the way, to book guests.
she kept telling me to meet this guy who was a friend of hers, and his name was Mitch Marine. He was the drummer in Dwight Yoakam's band, and
Oh,
he was
wow.
also a producer.
Yeah.
And for 2 years, I heard this from her. I listened to her, finally, and I met Mitch, and things took their course from there.
Did you brought your guitar?
Yes, I did.
Pull that sucker out.
Okay.
Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, live on Hollywood Headliners, here is Jimmer with Empty.
I feel as empty as a gun after the shooting spree is done. And when the blue-black night is gone, I feel as empty as the dawn. And I know I just couldn't be bad. And I know I just couldn't be wrong. My country when it's right or wrong, my lover drunk or sober, my brother when he's good or bad, this conversation's over. And I know I just couldn't be wrong. And I know I just couldn't be bad.
Just tell me real quick. Now, we got about a minute left.
Okay.
You've been up, you've been down. That's a musician's life.
That's an artist's life.
It's an artist's life. Advice to those artists listening to us right now. When they're down and out, what do you want them to think about?
I think at 56 years old, I am living proof that you should never give up. Ever. Ever.
Jimmer, it is a pleasure to meet you.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
I want to
too.
thank you. Seriously, I want to thank you for, first of all, bringing your guitar down and performing for us here tonight.
It's a very light guitar. It's not hard to carry.
That's good. Is that a Martin? What is that?
It's a Mexican Martin. I call it a Martinez.
Hey, Martinez. Hey, bueno. If you're in the L.A. area, why don't you get out and listen to Jimmer? Damn, this guy is good. And if you're a young musician working your way up, listen to guys that have experience. It's not the end of the world to take some advice.
And you know, you can buy this record on iTunes and Amazon. You can go to my website.
We're going to put all that stuff on Hollywood
to actually
Headline.
order.
Yeah.
There's vinyl. You can actually order vinyl records.
We'd love to see you make a couple of $1 million after this appearance. Sharon, thank you.
If I make a couple of $1 million, Rob, I'll come back and I'll play another song
every week, baby. Every week. Jimmer, thanks so much. Stay with us. We've got more coming up on Hollywood Headliners, including Erica Rhodes, who is our comedian of the week. Please don't go away.